I can't believe it, guys. We're getting more Generation 10 leaks. If you don't know, Generation 10 is going to come out next year. We are not that far away from Pokemon Generation 10. A lot of people are saying no, there's no way it's coming out. I mean, just think about it. It's going to be the 30th anniversary of Pokemon. Scarlet and Violet is 3 years old, so by the time Generation 10 comes out, it's going to be a 4-year-old game, which typically we get a new Pokemon generation every 3 years. At least as of the last couple of generations. But guys, Pokemon Day 2026 is going to be a big day for Pokemon reveals. We're probably going to get the Generation 10 reveal trailer. And of course, the game is actually going to release and like roll out later that year. It's not going to come out on Pokemon Day 2026. And we will have other announcements on Pokemon Day, just other Pokemon games, Pokemon apps, random stuff for Pokemon just in general. But we could save that for another video. Today, we're specifically talking about Gen 10 because we have some more Generation 10 leaks that just drop, and they're pretty cool. They're very interesting, and there's one that I'm like, what is even that? What does this mean? So you're not gonna want to miss this video, guys. It's a fun one. And let me know down below in the comments, are you guys hyped for Pokemon Generation 10? All right, let's hop right into it. What? How did Baymax get in here? We got a collaboration video today, guys. We got Baymax and we got Hero up here. Can't really see him, but he's here giving us that support, bro. They are hyped for Gen 10. They want Gen 10 to come out now. Anyways, okay, now let's actually hop into it. We got Pokemon Wind and Waves, the Gaia leak tracker. Point Leaks always gives us these like leak tracker updates. Ignore the date. He got the date wrong. He said he made a typo and the date is literally like almost an entire year off, which is kind of funny. We have Generation 10 Wind and Wave leaks, because if you don't know, early on, we know that the game is going to be called Wind and Wave. Winds and Waves was the fan-made name. Fans made that name or something like that. I don't exactly remember the origin of Winds and Waves, but you know, we've been calling it Winds and Waves for months, maybe even years, honestly. And it's funny because the Terra leak revealed that the name is literally going to be called Wind and Wave. Not Winds and Waves, but Wind and Wave, which is, it's funny. That's a cool name though. I'm hyped for that name. Do you guys like that name? And if you could pick a different name or title, I've said the word name too many times, what would you pick? Would you want it to be like Tides and Gales is another popular one that people want to see? You can even say like Storm and not Storm or Clear Weather, or I don't know, man. Anyway, so Generation 10 alleged details. Turn-based combat returns. That's interesting to me because we've had few different leaks about what the combat system is gonna be. I think the Terra leak said that there were like different things that they're trying out, like different combat styles that they're actually going to test out. So it seems like the turn-based combat is where they're going to go. So it's going to be, you take a turn, take another turn. So it doesn't sound like the Legends ZA style is going to be the combat style for the game. There was another leak that I remember talking about a couple weeks ago about how like apparently they were even thinking about letting us decide, like letting us the player decide if we want turn-based or whatever the Legends ZA style is called, because I have no idea what you would even call that. You guys can roast me in the comments. My memory is terrible. You know what this is a good time for? And Baymax agrees. He's telling me to do it. I'm not the one, you know, making this stuff up. You guys should totally subscribe to the channel. Help me reach my goal of 30k subs. We're so close, guys. It's insane. You guys give me so much motivation, so much hype, and the drive to keep moving forward, keep doing these daily leak update news videos for you guys about all things Pokemon. And I have been daily posting on my meme channel, Fundores memes. If you want to check it out, you don't have to, but if you want to, link is in the description. Okay, anyways, back to the leaks, no more distractions. It was Baymax's fault. It was his fault. Blame him. Next up, the battles are a seamless version of the Legends Arceus combat system. So I guess it's going to be more seamless, maybe like less loading times, less things in between the actual attacks, which I like that. I like the seamless. We want seamless to happen. That sounds cool. I like the Legends Arceus combat. I thought Legends Arceus was great. Legends Arceus, bro, such a fun game. Did you guys play that game and did you like it? I definitely liked that game, and I still actually have not like completely finished that game actually. I was stuck on that Giratina battle, and I am not ashamed to say I have just not touched the game because of that. I tried that battle so many times. That is such a hard battle to do. But now, like, I've just moved on to other games. I've came to the conclusion that I finished the game in my head, you know what I'm saying? Next up, battles automatically occur in the overworld. That's a little weird to me because sometimes I don't want to battle. Sometimes I'm not in the mood to battle. So how the heck do we have automatically occurring battles in the overworld? And if you don't know what that means, that basically just means like when we're walking around the map. So like Scarlet and Violet, for example, if we're just walking around the map, battles automatically occur, which there's probably more to that. Like there's probably another layer to that we don't actually fully know. I just can't imagine them actually like making us battle if we don't want to. Like sometimes in the OG games, like you have to cross this certain street or plaza or dirt road or whatever, and you have to battle a trainer. This sounds a little different than that though. I don't really understand what this means, but I guess we'll have to see. Free character movement during turn-based combat, like in Legends Arceus. AoE attacks effects added to moves in combat like Legends ZA. Okay, that's pretty cool. I like how you're able to move during combat in Legends Arceus. I honestly wouldn't even hate if they had the Legend ZA battle style. Not even gonna lie, I thought Legend ZA attacking was super fun. I like that you can move all around, your Pokemon follows you. But at the same time, I do understand that it's a new generation, and like the generation to generation games kind of probably should have the turn-based battling system. So for that reason alone, just because it's Gen 10, I probably would say I'd prefer just the regular turn-based, like the classic Pokemon style. However, if they did give us like the ZA style, I wouldn't be upset. I would not even hate that at all. Let me know what you guys want. Do you guys want to see turn-based combat or like the Legend ZA style attacks in the game? And we also have another leak from Ball Guy, which somebody tweeted at him. The original tweet was saying, do you know if Gaia utilizes a turn-based or real-time battling system? I'd like to know. Ball Guy then responded to say, the greatest example I can provide for this is a more seamless version of Pokemon Legends Arceus' combat. Automatically occurring battles, free roam movement with a plethora of additions from ZA such as AoE effects for moves, TLDR, it's turn-based, and the best possible implementation, which is good. That's good news. He's saying the best possible implementation because that means it's going to be a little bit different. It's going to be a little bit more unique than like the original just regular turn-based battles that we've had for years and years and years. So it's going to be a little bit more than that. Like it's going to be adding on top of that regular classic Pokemon turn-based battling system. That was a lot to say. That was such a weird thing to say for some reason, which I think this is good news. I'm taking this as good news. And another piece of information that I talked about a little bit, but there's actually more to it that wasn't out when I talked about it originally. There's this picture from Soul Silver Art about the DLC for Legends ZA. Like I said, that's some Gaia environment vibes right there. Somebody responded and said, do you have info about Gaia? Sure, if that comes out next year. Yeah, it's coming out next year. There's going to be a ton of characters with amulets and weird necklaces, which that could be related to like the Majin or something, as they call them, which I guess we don't know exactly what that real name is gonna be. But Ball Guy said, I see that a lot has been said about changes over the past year, but even now everything seems the same. If any case, changes would be necessary, wouldn't they? That's how product development works. And we have even more. There's actually like a lot to this that I just never even saw before, which is kind of interesting. This is actually my first time seeing it. I wasn't even planning on talking about this, so you guys are getting that first scoop right now. Are the Majin the mechanics? I remember they talked about the Apostles and in the Terra Leak about movements related to weather. What happened with that? It should still be something related to weather, right? I never mentioned that anything had been changed. It can encompass several combined layers for the Majin. Someone responded in Spanish and said, have you seen Generation 10? Ball Guy said, extremely exciting to start with. A huge and expansive starting city with incredibly tall buildings, many futuristic elements, and a mix of cultures. The problem with Game Freak is that it aims too high, and that alone generates some negativity. Even so, it's going big with Gaia due to the amount of content, and the new AI developments will be key in the strong multiplayer focus. So it seems like a lot of those leaks are actually legit about it starting in a big city. We had that leak a couple of months or weeks ago. I can't remember exactly when, but it sounds like this game is going to be big. This could potentially be one of the best Pokemon games ever, and I'm not trying to overhype it. I've never seen it. I only know what you guys know. I just know the information that I'm passing on to you guys. However, Ball Guy has been very accurate with Legend ZA, so I kind of trust him a lot with Generation 10. I don't necessarily like the AI stuff. I hope that's not like a huge factor of the game. Like I hope it's not all based around AI, but it is interesting. Like if it's a little bit of AI in the correct way, then I guess we'll have to see how it actually is. But Ball Guy said it's extremely exciting, and he also said that it's the best possible form of that turn-based battling system. So I'm gonna take it as good news for Generation 10. I'm taking all this as extremely good news, and I'm very excited for the game. Guys, guess what? That is not all. We literally have more. Somebody said compilation of Gen 10 teases, which I'm not even gonna lie, I don't know. What the heck, bro? What does this mean? We have a kitchen here. Don't know what the kitchen could mean. We have a very cool looking door with some abstract glass. Don't know what that could mean either. We also have Blossoming Infinity, a work known by an unknown artist. We have a very nice bedroom from ZA. At least I'm pretty sure this is from ZA. Don't know what that could mean. Maybe like an apartment building for Gen 10, because if it's starting off in a big city. We also have this, which is the Luminion underwater, which there was that leaked photo of Luminion, which apparently I've heard was real. I've heard that photo is actually a real picture from Generation 10, and it's underwater, and we know that we're actually going to be able to explore underwater, which I'm hyped for. I'm excited to go underwater in another Pokemon game. That's my biggest like wishlist item for a Pokemon game, is to go underwater in like a modern day Pokemon game. That's so fun. They also have these flowers. I don't know. Gen 10's colors are definitely blue and yellow, but there seems to be something yellow and green going on too, the color of the legendaries. The paintings in ZA might just be a reference to the Sword and Shield DLC and Galar being the next. Because a lot of times they actually like kind of hint at the future Pokemon games in games that we have now. So there's definitely a lot of Galar references for the next Legends game, which we know that's going to be the next Legends game. Gen 10 also helped me make these outfits gaudier than they had to be. Possibly this too. I think that this says Weather Link. L and R are the same in Japanese, so it makes sense. Merge the words here, which is interesting. We do know that there's going to be some sort of like weather something within the game. So this is interesting. If you could guess and break down what these images mean, please let me know, because I'm confused on a lot of that. So the only one I could confidently say something about is the Luminion picture underwater. This was a lot. We had a lot of information in this video. If you guys don't mind dropping a like, subscribing to the channel, and turning on those post notifications, it really does go such a long way. Thank you guys all so much for all the love and support. To everyone watching this from the video, comment down below chicken and let me know what you want the next word of the day to be, and I'm gonna randomly select one of your comments to be the word of the day. Hope you guys all have a great day. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.